I feel super weird right now because I'm wearing a tank top, and I never wear tank tops in public. Am I the only one? I just like am so self-conscious of my arms and stuff. And also I'm super pale. But I'm gonna make breakfast this morning as part of my what I ate in a day, but I kind of thought maybe I could chat while I'm doing it because I have been kind of thinking about some things and I just thought I would chat and also actually show you the product. So I'm using this Alvarado street sprouted California style, I guess, California style bread. I'm gonna put one slice into my toaster. So I have 2 eggs in a bowl. I'm gonna add some egg whites. I don't measure this because I know that 1/3 of a cup is 0 points and I don't even put that much in. And then I have this Newborn almond milk. I love this almond milk, and again, I don't measure this because I just put enough in for the eggs, so I'm not doing an excessive amount. I do think if you're new or newer to Weight Watchers, you would probably, like, I used to weigh everything, or not weigh, I would measure everything. I don't have a scale, which I know is a super useful tool. I have such a small, like, what you see right here is my kitchen. It's so small. I don't have room for another contraption. So these green onions are seriously, like, sometimes it's hard when you try to buy organic stuff from just like a regular supermarket, because I feel like they package everything differently. They'll put it in a ton of plastic and sometimes that just doesn't work. So one thing I wanted to talk about, and I don't know if other people have this, I have been doing Weight Watchers for a year and I was losing pretty regularly over that time. I hope this chopping noise doesn't drive people crazy. I was losing like pretty regularly, right? And even like some days I'd be, you know, I'm only down half a pound, whatever. But it was pretty regularly that I was losing. And then I hit a wall where I wasn't really able to be super active because I was having trouble with my left knee, and I kind of had to just like respect my body a little bit. I stopped being able to actively work out like super regularly. I could go on walks sometimes, but everything was irritating my, so I had to just kind of respect my body and chill out. Then I'm putting like this piece of like avocado that's very questionable. I'm counting 2 points for it. It's kind of small. I probably could count it for 1 point, but I'm gonna count it for 2 points. My schedule changed this summer, and I want to say this because like I was so frustrated over the summer because I couldn't lose weight. And again, like someone just commented on my 1-year Weight Watchers video where it's like, you know, we're not a number on a scale, we're all human beings and we're so much more than that, and we're making different choices to better our health. But sometimes it's so frustrating when you want to lose weight and like you just can't because of whatever reason. And I realized I was getting less sleep over the summer and I was having to eat kind of like not very routine. Sometimes I was eating lunch at like 10:30 in the morning and then I wouldn't be done until way later in the day. There were days where I didn't eat lunch until 2 p.m. and I was eating breakfast at like 6:30 and I'd be starving. It was just like kind of a wacky schedule, and I wasn't sleeping. I was sleeping about an hour less every night just because of my routine, and it really messed up. But I will say something that I had to kind of like check myself with, and my sister said this too, I didn't lose weight over the summer really at all, but I also didn't gain weight. You know, there'd be weeks where I'd be like up a pound, down a pound. I don't really feel like that's a gain or a loss really. And my sister checked me and she just said, you know, people, like an average person, she had just read some statistic where people are gaining like something like a pound a year or whatever. And so if you're just like stagnant and you're just kind of sitting at a weight loss, that's not necessarily a bad thing either if you're not going up and you're not going down. And also slow weight loss tends to be the thing that stays off the best. I'm not really changing my habits that much. I'm just really being like selective and conscious about everything I'm eating. So that kind of checked me a little bit and it made me feel better. But I finally, last week, I don't remember what my weigh date was. It would have been like November 2nd or 3rd or something like that. I weigh on Fridays now. And I finally lost weight, and I finally was out of my plateau. I don't really know what changed, except I have to watch my time. I'm just kind of scrambling the eggs now. Except that I've been really diligent about tracking anything that goes in my body. So even just like impulsive things, or one day we decided to eat pizza. I went cheeseless, and I actually, it's harder to, I think the Weight Watchers app isn't like fabulous, because I feel like I'm paying $20 and like they don't have a lot of things that other apps have. Like they have like a recipe builder obviously, but I just find it really hard because when I look up like Papa John's information there, I don't have the option of having like cheeseless pizza on the Weight Watchers app. So what I did was went on papajohns.com, did a recipe builder there, I manually put in on the Weight Watchers like create a food or something, and I put all that information in, and a medium with no cheese with just veggies on it ended up being 5 points per. And I wasn't going to track it because I was stressed out about like not knowing exactly, until I realized like, you know, obviously put the information in like that. And I tracked it and I was fine. I was like 3 points over for my weeklies last week, and which I don't usually like to do. I hate when it says negative numbers there, but it actually was just fine, and I tracked it, and then that made me feel more conscious of tracking for the rest of the days. So I found that super helpful. Okay, so this is breakfast. I did 4 points with eggs, so that's 2 eggs. I added some cherry tomatoes. I think they're actually grape tomatoes. Sugar plum tomatoes. That's 0 points. The bread is 2 points per slice. Avocado is 1 point. All my seasonings are 0. And then I'm gonna have my decaf coffee that I blended up with some pumpkin. And I was gonna show you this. This is my favorite creamer lately. It is vanilla flavored. It is flavored with monk fruit, which I think of all the like alternative sweeteners is the easiest to digest. You can have 4 tablespoons of this for 1 point. 4 tablespoons sounds like a lot, but if you've ever had like almond milk creamers and stuff that are not like super sweetened, you'll know that 4 tablespoons isn't a ton, and it makes it feel like my coffee is creamy but not like overly creamy. I can show you another one too actually that I've been really liking. This guy is from that same brand, almond milk, and it is mint cocoa flavored. The lid sucks, but this is 2 tablespoons for 2 points, I think, 1 tablespoon for 1, and this is actually like quite a bit sweeter, and I wouldn't go more than 2 tablespoons for this, but this one's super good if you want like a flavored coffee. I don't usually care about flavored coffee. I thought it would be good to have like a wintry kind. So now I'm gonna eat lunch, and so far I'm at 8 points plus 9 points with the old coffee. All right, see you at lunch. So I was trying to film, but there were people around me when I had my lunch out, so I of course am now finished and I'm alone. So I've been obsessed with Qdoba and like burrito bowls and stuff like that, so I wanted to try to mimic one at home or for lunch that I could make myself. I followed Budget Bites, like pan fajitas or something. I'll link that below. It was super easy. Made my whole place smell like fajitas, but it was really good. Low points. I think I have it here, the fajita vegetables with a little bit of oil and chicken were 2 points. Then I followed Skinny Taste's cauliflower lime rice recipe, and then I added 1 cup of brown rice, and I said that will give me 3 portions, but we'll see. It'll probably end up being 4 portions, but 3 portions, that was 3 points. And then 2 tablespoons of that Good Foods guacamole. Pineapple poblano one is 2 tablespoons for 1 point. Then I also just added some Pico De Gallo on there, just like a generic one that I found at the grocery store, and that's 0 points. I had probably like 2 tablespoons or so of that. I didn't measure that because it's 0 points. So this whole lunch right now is 5 points. It was super, super good. Later on, I will have a banana for my snack, probably around 3 o'clock. And that's 0 points. And then I'm not sure about after school. So, yeah. Okay, so I did end up having a kombucha at work. I just wanted to show what kind. This is GTs Original. It's one of my faves, and it is 2 points. So that took me down to 13 points left for the day. I impulsively had an Oreo thin coconut there. So good. I think they are 6 points for 4. So it went in as 2 points for one single one. So good. And now I'm just going to make, it's 4:45 right now, and I'm just going to make a smoothie because I don't really want to make dinner right now. So I'm going to add some frozen greens. I bought a huge thing of greens that were on sale, and I just threw them in a big freezer bag. I'm going to put in a tiny bit of riced cauliflower. This is not organic. This is just the easiest one for me, so I chose non-organic this week. I'm going to do probably, that was probably like 1/4 cup I put in there. I'm going to do some berries. That's probably also about 1/4 cup. And then I'm going to do 1 frozen banana. I always just do mine whole frozen, because if you wait until they're ripe enough, they slice really easily, and then you can just kind of use how much you want, and I'll show you the finished product in a second. Finished product, the cauliflower adds a little bit of nutrition, but it also helps thicken it up a little bit, which also the banana does as well, but you don't have to have something so sugary in it. I don't count this as any points because they're all 0-point items, but I know that if you have a smoothie on Weight Watchers, you're supposed to count it as a bunch of points, but I just don't because I don't eat them that often. I'm wondering, I did see this on someone else's Instagram the other day. I saw that if they have a bunch of 0-point items, they count it as 1 point. And I'm wondering if other people do that because I had never heard of that before, but I thought that was kind of interesting. So this leaves me at 19 points total for the day, so I have 11 points left for dinner / if I want to snack at all, so that's a good amount of points. Okay, dinner time. We are having a vegetable soup that I added a turkey burger to. I just feel like I need some protein. The recipe for the soup that I follow is from Women's Health magazine, but it's just a very basic recipe for veggie soup. I can try to find it online. I'm just not sure I'm going to be able to because it's really, really old. And then, so the soup measures 4 points. That's if it has chicken in it, but I didn't do chicken. I just did veggie, but I'm still going to count it at 4. And then I have the turkey burger is 3 points. It's my Simply Balanced, natural, all like turkey burgers from Target. I've shown those before. And then I roasted some kale with about 1/2 teaspoon of coconut oil, balsamic vinegar, and that is 1 point. So this totals 8 points, and it leaves me with 3 points left for the day. I'm not sure if I'm going to have anything else or not. I will definitely have a carbonated water later and maybe some chocolate. Okay, it is 8:40 and I'm just finishing with a snack tonight. I have been super into this chocolate bar lately. I got it at Whole Foods. It's paleo, so it's a little bit better, I think, for you. It doesn't have cane sugar. I think it's coconut sugar probably in it. I have to guesstimate the points because half the bar, which is 5 squares, is like 8 points, but I'm only gonna have 2 squares, so I'm guesstimating that at about 3 points. And then I'm gonna have a Dasani sparkling watermelon water. This flavor is just okay, I would say. I will probably get something different next time, but I love carbonated water. So I'm ending my day at exactly, I'm ending my day at exactly 30 points. Have you balanced very precariously. We're ending where we started from. I have my Mickey Mouse Christmas shirt on. It's not quite Thanksgiving. Thanksgiving is in about a week. But I found this at Target and I just wanted a Christmas shirt, so I'm wearing it. So this was my day for the day. I was actually quite tired today, but I didn't end up being as snacky. I think that's kind of what helps when you make things like that burrito bowl and the soup. Both of those things are very decent in points, and you can modify it to make it more or less if you need to. But I think having that comfort food allows you to be more full, but with really nice nutrient-dense foods. So that is my day. I appreciate you watching if you did all the way through. If you have any suggestions for low point comfort food, that is always helpful, especially at this time of year. And I will talk to you later. All right, bye.